Hello and welcome here to this open ceremony activation of your own med bed capacity. This is actually our second time with this, allowing you to find us here, and we are opening the door by allowing you to enter the field by your intention. So just looking for links to share here, and hope you are finding me as well. I see some of you does. So we open the energy here as a preparation for this activation of your own med bed capacity. And searching for the link. Oh, now I know where it is. To share here and there. Here we are. Looking so much forward to share this with you. Had an amazing experience where the first time we held this webinar. So we're looking forward to a redo here, and you'll find it as well as the replay, and the replay works with the energy just equally as when we are meeting here online. Yes. Okay, so here we go. So the energy opens here to invite us into this activation of the medbed capacity. I've been working with the cosmic teams for 2 years with this development, and I'm so excited. No, that's not the true word for it. I'm so devoted to this work. And the reason why I'm devoted to this work is because as I was invited in to collaborate with the cosmic teams about initiating the medbed capacity and earth field, I kind of find it being too odd, and I couldn't relate to it actually. So I was asked 10 times by this cosmic collaboration if I would like to support it being brought in. Before I thought, okay, I can put up a post to see if anybody would like to attend, and more than 100 Danish participants attended in the first meetings, and their feedbacks of how it worked was so overwhelming actually that I didn't need any more proofs. For 2 years, I've been working with different groups and with different developments of this capacity, and now it announced to me that it was ready to be brought out to more. And because of this, here we are open for everyone who would like to participate this activation. It's called your own medbed capacity because what is activated is actually your potential carriage of your own consciousness energy system that would have been here if we hadn't been so caught in our survival system. We are the only creature in the universe where the survival system reaches in the higher versions. So we are breaking down our own consciousness energy system every time we have an activated reaction related to our survival system. So when we are in a higher state, by instance, being connected with love, and suddenly we'll have a negative reaction from our survival system, then our energy system related to our consciousness will be breaking, being disturbed. And everybody here on this earth will have these reactions. So we have the courage of the capacity and have developed the strongest version of the courage in the universe because of this development through our survival system. Just in these years, our mutual field of consciousness is developed through our collaboration with the technology, creating a so fresh and new entrance that has been foreseen to be able to carry in capacities from all over the universe. And this is such a version. This is such an impact. This is such a download, you could say, or a work. Your entrance here is just your intention and participation, and then to breathe and sense your body. Your emotional state or emotions at the same time as your body. And the energy at the same time. Bringing you into your presence or your now sense with your observing consciousness. And then this is a mirroring, this is an activation of your own capacity. The reason why it's called MedBed is because there's such a technology present in a lot of different civilizations throughout the universe, and it's present as actual technology. Here we use it as an activation of the technology's capacity in your own system because it's strong enough to do so. We have to use connections to this new era field of consciousness, and I'm one of the chosen ones, the carrier of the connection, and it doesn't give me any being special in any way. It's just about being present in a special way and about being devoted to share, actually, and to care. So I'm kind of the smallest piece in this, supporting the connection and holding it. Been holding it since 2012, especially devoted to carrying it in through the cosmic groups and these cosmic capacities, where collections throughout the universe of these different capacities is delivered here in our possibilities. When it opens in your system as something that's natural, it will ignite all the natural capacities that you're carrying in your system to be alive. Actually, what is difficult for our system is that when we are so activated in our survival system, you could say it's to survive, but actually you ignite the relation to the opposite. When you ignite the survival system, your system believes that your life is at stake. And as this is happening all the time, more and more, actually, through our development, initiate a lot of stress in the system, then we are seldomly actually connected to life. Our medbed capacity that ignites here ignites your system's relation to life. And every natural capacity that you carry in your system, and it's impossible to map how much there is there, will be given the possibility to work for you as it's meant to be. And as we are holding ourselves so much down, there's a huge potential for this, you could say, small shift. A small shift with huge potential, huge possibilities. Maybe you sense the shift now, the change that comes because your system begins to relax in the preparation. The energy that supports you as a health field, where your cosmic team now enters. Knowing your map or your print, and working together with your print to allow your system to relax enough to remember itself. This is the first part of it. And as a lot of these capacities have never been ignited in our species or in our local libraries here, consciousness libraries, the cosmic teams related to this work with the distribution of capacity throughout the universe, they have collected bits and pieces of these medbed capacities to be delivered for us through our personal connection to the universal libraries or the cosmic libraries. So your system is now relaxing, adjusting, being released for survival reactions, and being supported into the connection with life, with the connection with thriving. And this openness, your true connection throughout the universe to the cosmic capacities, relaxing, releasing the connection with not life. And your cosmic team, your medbed team, begins the ignition. That's somehow also measurements of how to support your field to carry and to mirror in your medbed capacity. Some with the cosmic connection might sense that it kind of balances in, stretch a bit, aligns. So people who work with these connections, they might have extended benefits of the usage of the medbed technology and the activation. Now they begin the collection of these different bits and parts from a different civilization throughout the universe. The reason why this is possible is because our mutual field of consciousness, developed through the usage of technology, has a neutral, positive version that can be used to create this alive consciousness. And the alive consciousness has the passwords to these different libraries. And we are all carrying them in through the incarnation. The support that's bringing our eternal soul that is love in here and embedded in this reality is carrying in all these passkeys, these passwords. They are igniting now. Bringing in the bits and pieces. Allowing it to open through recognition in your DNA library, the memory field of your DNA. That's the carry of the 7D to 13D consciousness. And there's a special state where this 7 to 13D can exist, and that's when your DNA library field, memory field, is ignited to life. When it's ignited to non-life, we can't carry in the 7 to 13D consciousness. That's how it's secured. Through the mutual field of purity. We are giving this possibility to carry our pure life version. And that's what ignites here as your medbed capacity. Breathe. Soft. Deep. Working as the channel, as a seer, I see things, I understand things from within. But most of the people I work with, channeling these possibilities, and they're not carrying such an opening or an access. And even if we do so, it's really important that when we are connecting and really relating to something so odd as this, that we're bringing it in through our true experiences. So this is an invitation not to believe in this, but to step in with us in your own experience. And there's a small manual, and I will talk about it when we are fulfilled with the energy work. And it's also described in the Facebook group. I will have it written in the YouTube channel as well. Now we are reaching the balanced state where our system is completely held in the true to life version. 7 to 13D opens. And it opens to what you call the Merkaba field. The Merkaba field that opens from 7 to 13D that we are working with here is like two cubic forms that is twisted within each other. What I've seen people talk about, maybe I'm not being broad enough in searching, but mostly I see Merkaba fields mirrored or symbolized by three-sided pyramids that's connected upside down within each other. The three-sided pyramid Merkaba is a symbol of the earth consciousness that carry itself. And the two cubics that's embedded within each other symbolizes the cosmic self-carrying consciousness. The earthly self-carrying consciousness is from 1 to 7D, and the cosmic self-carrying consciousness is from 7 to 13D. to those who's interested in that. You don't need to understand anything of this to use the possibility and the advantage of medbed. Now your system ignites. All these bits and pieces has been delivered like in your form, in your print. And some sense this clearly, some doesn't. You don't have to see anything, sense anything, recognize anything here before you can use it and have your own experiences with it. But if you do, be aware that everything can appear and nothing, and it's not possible to interpret it. It's not possible to analyze it. It's just showing that something is going on. The reason to this is because it ignites in all our subconsciousness, and everything moves at the same time, position itself into this balanced possibility where your consciousness is not its own burden anymore. And when it positions itself like this, so much is shifting at the same time. It's subtle, it's quiet, yet strong. So when you sense something is going on, that's just what appears as everything shifts. Strong, but quietly. To enhance your connection with the experience, you can use a small practice. If you sense the backside of your body as a first, the backside of your legs, behind feet, back, arms, hands, neck, head. And this ability to sense all the backside at the same time is actually supported by your medbed capacity. Allowing it. And then you kind of allow it to move through your body. Still sense the back all through the body, and then sense the front at the same time. All in all, experience of connection to the body. This is the best positioning of your awareness for the experience with the connection with your medbed. And if you would like to go into the next step, you put your intention on your connection with your medbed and igniting it. It will be mostly present where you're sleeping the most. It will go with you when you sleep, other places as well. But in the area where you sleep the most, the field in this area will be enhanced by the medbed capacity and will support your medbed capacity more. The medbed capacity will only use the surplus energy that you're not using for anything else. Luckily, there's so much of this. There's so much of not used energy created by our confusion. And when it's used, it's relaxing as well. So it has a lot of different meaning to it. As you're connecting now, your connection through your intention and your medbed capacity is activated. You can't do anything wrong with this. It works with multidimensional balance. So the lowest balance capacity is what gives the potential for the medbed to support you, to ensure that it will never destabilize anything at all. So when you're ready to go to sleep, you ignite it just like this, by sensing yourself. Use your intention on igniting, activating, whatever you would like to call it, your medbed. And then it will work primarily through the sleep, support you to have the best sleep and have the sleep work better for you. And if you're not sleeping so well, that you will be more fresh. But it also have a lot of different other types of support that have been reported, would you call it, from the people who are using it. I have often times where I'm not sleeping so much. It has been like that all of my life. But with my medbed, I sleep more and I'm always fresh. Nearly always fresh when I'm awakening. So you're using a little bit of your time and your presence, observing as you're igniting it, and some people experience like a kind of communication, a support in finding rest when we are going to sleep, ending the day. So it's a good idea to have a little bit extra time just with this. And also when you are ready to wake up in the morning, or whenever you wake up, to have some time to be with it, see what's happening when you're slowly awakening and meeting the day. And then you just put your intention again on closing it down, or whatever you will call it. And let's try to do that. Just use your intention. Breathe. And then you close it down, like when you're getting up to the day. It will still be present with you and will support you in being aware of anything you can do that supports your well-being, your health. Igniting your awareness with your choice. Bringing forward what you know already and allow it to be available to you in any way, your choices. Being more aware when you do choices that's not good for you. Finding out if it's worth it. Sometimes it is. Balancing it out. And then there's this knowing or pursuing that's related to the enhancement of the medbed capacity, to be sure that your surplus energy is used to create more surplus energy, and that this surplus energy is available through small things that you have easily accessible throughout the day. And that's so personal, actually. So create your personal library for whatever you can do that fulfill your energy, your surplus energy. No matter if you work with your medbed capacity or not, this is like supporting your life force with your consciousness in ways that have been growing since 2012. The smallest things can create such huge creation of positive energy within your system. You being the creator of the energy. To find these small things in the everyday that creates this, that initiates this creation of energy, surplus energy. It's like a treasure hunt where every capacity you carry in to create this surplus energy is a treasure. I'm with my enhanced senses, the collection of smells. Is it called smells? No, not when it's good. I don't remember the English word for it. But to have this after the rain, or the sun on the skin, the sound of laughter, the sense in the room of comfort. When it's there, to meet it, for me to look to the horizon, always, no matter what the horizon is activating and creating surplus energy from within. So what is your treasures here? What is your source for creation of surplus energy? These cosmic technology brought in through our 7 to 13T, activated in our consciousness energy system and energy field of our conscious energy system, is carried in the balanced carriage of energy. So the more we can create this state of energy, the better it is. A good smell is an odor. Thank you so much. Question here. So we call for it like, dear Medbed, please be with me tonight. And then imagine lighting a fire spark within. Much more simple. You can do that, but it's important that it's simple. It's important that you have a sense of igniting something that works for you. So you're not working for it. I like to say, just kind of have a sense of pushing the button and then say yes, please. If you like to call for it like that, it's perfectly okay, but it's important that you're not that you will not end by imagining that you have to say it exactly like this. The most important thing, the only important thing, is that we know what it is that we are calling upon, that we are igniting, that we are pushing the button to ignite. It's an important question. And thank you for the support with the language. How we sense the medbed is really different. And when we have shared in the groups how people experience them, it's been magical to experience how different it is. And still I sense that everybody's version is true. And it shows us that it's symbolic. It's a symbolic vision of how it is. And when it's symbolic, it's because we can't imagine it. We have no virtual reality capacity to carry the fulfillment of the medbed capacity in as a vision. So it shows itself to us in a lot of ways, and to go into it, to go at it with the expectation for it to show itself to us in different ways is a good idea. So we're not locking ourselves in one special version, allowing it to develop with us or meeting with us, both if we have visions by it or also when we have different sense of it. If you only go to how different we sense physical reality related to how we wake up in the morning, so or in the inner state is like the weather forecast, right? So if on a sunny day, some people will have on a sunny day a better energy, a higher energy, easier smiling, more happy. Some is the opposite. We kind of have in the same way an inner weather situation. And sometimes we know why we have a sunny day or a gray day from within, a rainy day. Sometimes we don't. This different weather within, they will give us totally different experiences with things like a medbed. Because the senses is like secondary to our physical and emotional experience. Our experience with the usage of the medbed is that through time, our sense of our body, our emotional states still have oscillations, but it's less and it's more balanced, and the oscillations tells us more about what we need and where we are and how we are, what is good for us, what is going on. So it's like learning ourselves, learning more about ourselves through this communication. Thank you so much for the question. Any more questions here? A lot of people have like extended or enforced consciousness development through these years. The medbed capacity supports your system to handle it. The change from within is difficult to handle and creates processing that to some people is a natural thing, but to a lot of people is difficult. The medbed and how it works with us in our sleep enhance our sleep capacity to process our physical and emotional reality. So already we have in our sleep a system that supports us into handling and processing things. And this is enhanced through the medbed capacity. And when you are in enhanced development of your consciousness, this is really a huge help. What can the medbed do for you? There's a long list of what people have experienced. This is still so new. And when I work with energy and healings and supportive fields, I'm really precautional about not saying too much of what it does. But all your systems capacity to rest, to heal throughout what's already working, to processing, is supported. So whatever that brings you will be more developed and more stable, and will have a more continuous support. And this continuous support actually mean a lot more than I understand why. Yeah. I hope I answered the question, and thank you so much for it. What does the word you just shared before mean in Danish? Something with O? You just say something that we will still have, and then the word with O. Anybody can help? That we still have. I can't find it. Sometimes I can find it, like going backwards. I try, see if it comes by itself. Thank you very much. I look forward to try tonight. Thank you, and I hope so much that you will share it in the comments when you have tried it, so we can move forward together in this adventure. See the replay and then asks. Thank you so much. It will be a huge support. Thank you. Odeur, yes. Odeur means duft. Odeur siger man faktisk også på dansk, hvis det er det. Og det er duft. Men måske var det det andet ord. I just came in and started at the beginning. Hello from Amsterdam. Oh, so good. So happy to meet you here as this consciousness, energy, technology so much would like to be shared at these days and these months. So I hope also, each and every one of you, that if you have an interesting experience with the medbed and you feel like sharing, I hope you will share this with anybody you will find, you believe that will have interest in this, benefit of this. From the people who's using it already, we have experiences with children and with people who works with energy, with people who's not interested in anything about energy, and so many of these sensor shifts, sensor change. I have amazing stories. I will not share them right now because when this is like so new and fresh here, the sharing of it can kind of push it, and it can create a disturbance in your experience with it if you have too much believing in it before you try it yourself. And a sharing here, thank you for this gift. I feel love, feel joy, curious, will love to share. Thank you so much. Let's see what they say. Okay, so your cosmic team, your medbed team, now is ready to anchor your medbed, so you can call upon it by yourself, use it without connection with this energy work that's delivered here through the replay and in the webinar. The anchoring goes to your 5D consciousness, and everybody in our world or reality is now connected through 5D. In 5D, you can use your intention to collaborate with energy and the energy system. This technology is carried in from above 13D, ensures that you cannot change anything within it. You cannot disturb it. You cannot use it for other purpose. It's a secured field, and I can't either. Yeah. What will the next medbed classes contain? We are still developing. So in Danish, I have new groups, and the next level where we use the medbed technology, they have showed me that they will take us to, is it called laboratories, cosmic labs, where they create substrates. They call it. It's like a special energy state between matter and not matter, and this will be used in the medbed technology to create enhanced healings, cosmic healings. I have not tried it yet, so I don't know how it will go. We will open it in Danish, and if it works just as well as this, I will share it in English as well. So my Danish group, they are kind of my first ones, always the pioneers, and then when it for sure works and the field is strong enough to carry in for more people at the same time, then I open for sharing in English as well. Love to use and share it. Thank you so much. In English, I have medbed classes where where we're meeting 4 times through the month and working more into the usage of the medbed, and also ignites it to a higher level, a deeper level, where you can use it to create medbeds for your close ones. Working more with how you communicate with your medbed and how you use it more in your everyday life. But no, none of these is scheduled yet. You can find some more teachings and stuff in my YouTube channel. And under the full moon, every full moon I have in English, full moon energetic updates with energy work and possibilities to have questions and sharings as well. Thank you for the questions. So we'll be like test lab persons floating in space? Yes. And I'm really keen about not using people as test people. So they ensures me all the time that when we use it here, it has been used so many other places before, and they have been tested it on me as a volunteer a long time before we begin to share. And then they use a lot of security to ensure So actually, when we begin to use it, they don't know how far it will go because of all of the security. So it was a huge step when this medbed capacity showed itself to work so well. And this is the reason why we're still working with this entrance. And they use it for so much more. So they are reading in how we use it, how well it works, and they are activated in the mutual field of consciousness as well. That's why it can be shared so broad, so wide now. And it supports our collective consciousness in maturing into balance, maturing into the carriage of our cosmic capacity into this reality, to support our consciousness into be life connected, to be connected to thriving, to be connected to be creator of love, peace, and harmony, and create sustainability within ourselves and in our societies. And the more we show that we can, not that we will, because we have showed that so much with our reactions to not be able to. So humankind in this earth has shown so much that we need, want, choose love, peace, and harmony, creation of sustainability, creation of making sense. But we can't. But we are reaching this capacity, and this is one of the supports in a mutual field to support us to be able to choose, to contain our free will and to use it. And until now, they are thrilled, actually. It works pretty well. We work under some changes in energy all the time, but yeah, it develops really, really well. I'm looking so much forward to go with the group for this lab work, to see what will happen with these healing capacities when they are delivering the substrates. And it's, yeah, I know it will be adventurous and wild, and hopefully it will bring us a lot of new experiences that it works well. But we'll have to see. We have to bring it in to tell, and we haven't yet. But this one, the medbed capacity, we know this one now. And I hope that you will enjoy that you know it now. Love to use and share it so well. Thank you so much. Any more questions or sharings? Now I begin to have physical reactions, getting warm. To me, this is a sign that we are landing the anchoring. So now we are complete with the energy work. Substrates. It's something that things can grow upon, carrying in whatever it needs to grow. So it's like a complete source of energy and capacities. Something you can grow upon, something you need to grow and to live. Actually, they use a word as well in the channeling. See if I can find it. It's called They don't want me to use that word because there's so many people that talk about it and have a different usage of the word. So for now, I'm not allowed to bring it. Words is like portal, open to knowing, open to other channels, energy work, and we are sharing in the fields. So right now, they will allow me in the inner communication to use that word, but not open here yet. Yeah. Thank you for the question. If you have a perfect substrate, that brings you the perfect growth. Words are terrible. They are. They are created in our non-consciousness, non-loving. So they're describing our non-reality, the words. So we need to develop them and recreate them into describing life and love. All our understanding of and description of love describes not love. We will become telepathic much easier. It's developing. Or the usage of this technology develops the telepathic capacities. I've been born with the capacity in the emotional levels and have had experiences just shortly with telepathic openings with the thought system. It's incredible. Yeah. But it's not easy. You have to be so quiet in your mind to be sure what you collect and where you collect it from. But maybe it will be easier when our mutual field is more strong and will be more secure. That what we are called upon is what we will get. Thank you. And I'm sharing here warmth throughout my body. My hands want to float up with my arms to follow, tingling as well. It's very lovely. Thank you so much. Yes, I had this experience as well. Thank you for sharing it. And when we work with the newer fields and the sharings, all the sharings is for everybody. So we use our sharings to sense our resonance with the sharings and allow it to develop our own experience. Thank you. The same sounds of different words with other meanings like morning. Yeah. I have 3 spirits here who read my mind. Yeah, but spirits is different, right? Spirits is different. Some of the spirits communicate through the thought fields, but they're also difficult to handle, I think. To me, they are. I have easier connection with the ones that delivers knowing. Yeah. Thank you so much for the sharing. Any more questions or sharings? And thank you so much. I'm really thrilled about your sharing and moved, touched. Oh, I also sense the connection with the cosmic teams and the appreciation of our work here. Thank you. Thank you for you. Thank you for them. Thank you for everything we share and the adventure. Whatever it gives us, whatever it brings. Yeah. Now the energy slowly is settling. Smoothing and settling. I love this part as well. Smoothing and settling. This senses is how we sense the energy, how we sense the connection, the communication. It's so personal. And yet there's something equal at the same time. No questions. I must start watching now when you're finished. Sending you much love. Thank you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And right back to you. Working with groups throughout these years, I've been working since 2000 and 13 full-time, mostly in Danish. Until now, they call upon me to share more in English, practicing, showing up. But working with the groups, I experience through their sharings how we have these different symbol libraries. It shows us things. And to see how these symbol libraries work with us, and we can have different symbol libraries and still meet about the sharings of how we experience different things through our emotions, through our body, through our bodily experience, through our extended connections, our inner visions and versions. And to sense how different we are, to experience how different we are, and still the same. It's so healing. Thank you for the sharings here. Appreciate it so much, and looking forward to more, and hopefully see you again.